So the next project I'm going to tackle is to fit this water filter in our supply in our house. We have very hard water here and we have to filter it before we drink it, and it also scales up everything. So hopefully this should make it a bit cleaner and less scaly. And what I'm going to do is fit it on this wall down here in the cellar. That is the incoming mains water in the corner there, so this seems an ideal place to fit it. I'm going to put a board, which you can see there, that's going on this outside wall, because this wall is actually underground and that's why it's fairly damp. Even though it's 3/4 of a metre thick, it's still damp on the inside. So I'm going to put a board on the wall. That'll give me something nice and flat and solid to fix this kit to. So this is what's inside the box. You've got the main water filter unit here. This one is a particle filter, and this one is for combating the limescale. They're replaceable. It's all pre-made, ready to go, and the idea is you basically cut the water line and divert it through the two filters, and then it comes out this side. You get a nice bag of heavy and pretty solid brass fittings. They've all got to be built in, and the idea is, as you can see on the picture, you end up with isolating taps, so you can isolate the filter off, and a bypass taps, so when you change the filters in here you can actually keep your water flowing. Yeah, so let's put the board on the wall, put this lot together and get it up there, and then we can cut the water pipe. Each time I go round it cuts a little bit deeper, and I just turn the knob a little bit before each time going round. Keep going, I can feel it's going now. There we go. Well, that's everything test fitted. Everything is still loose. I haven't tightened any of the connections up, but I now know the position of where I need to cut. So this is the main incoming feed across the top here. I'm going to cut it in the middle, cut it back to length, and then join everything back up, and the water will then flow through the filters. Or if I turn the taps off, it will flow through the bypass. So let's get cutting a pipe. Right, I'm now turning the water back on and repressurising the system. Not turned it fully on, and for a start I'll test the bypass. So that's the water coming in, across, and then the rest of the system. This is testing my solder joints up here and these joints here. Hopefully there'll be no leaks. Okay, that seems all okay. And now I'm going to put the water through the filters. So I'll turn off the bypass and I'll open the one to the filters. As you can see, the water going in, filling this one up first, going across, and then should be filling this one up once it gets across. There we go. And I can now push this system forward to the rest of the house. Right, one thing it does tell me to do is to make sure there's no airlock in these, and I now see I've got a drip on this one, so this one needs to be tightened just a little bit more. Well, the second time it's watertight, there's no drips now. I read the instructions, had to translate them obviously, and it does say to put some food grade grease around the top of the tubes. It says do not use jointing paste, so that's out. But what I've used is just normal petroleum jelly, which is perfectly alright. It's non-toxic. There is a rubber seal across the top here, so I guess when it's dry it just rucks up a little bit. So I've now got grease around there. It's gone on hand tight and it's sealed up nicely. So I've got the water coming in from my water mains there, across the top, down. The handles show the direction of the water, so this is through and this is stopping, so it's coming through the particle filter, up, across, through this one to stop the calcium sticking, and then up, through and off to the rest of the house. If I ever need to change these cartridges or unscrew it like I just did, what I do is I turn off these two taps here to isolate this part, turn on this tap, and it allows the water to bypass the filters and go into the house that way. So that's another job all done. Since I've fitted the water filter, unfortunately the tap in the kitchen has started to drip. I'm assuming that we've got a piece of calcium or grit or something from the filter has gone through the pipe and it's got caught between the two ceramic plates in the valve. I'm hoping that's the problem. Well, there we have the valve. It came out reasonably easy. There is a clip at the top here, don't know if you can see that, that holds everything together, and the ceramic discs are in this bottom part. You can tell this is a cold tap because it's got the blue ring on it. That just comes off. And then I'm led to believe that by releasing this clip, looks like I may need to get something better to oh, there we go. Remove the clip. And then this lot should just push out, and it does. Wow. Leave that lot in there. And these are the two ceramic discs. They don't feel dry, there's still a bit of something on there. We'll give it a clean up and then we'll see, put a fresh piece of grease on it and see if that cures the dripping. And that's obviously there is a little peg on the side of these discs. I think you can just about see it there, and there is a little groove down the side of the barrel housing. Looks like that goes in there. Put the rubber washer back on. Oops. And that's the clip back on there. So let's put it back in the holder and see if it works. I think that's a success.